Batting sixth, the designated hitter, John Grimm.
Be patient. Mow him down.
Hey, we got two. Let's go get this guy right after him.
0-1, here's the pitch. Hard ground ball, base hit. One runs in, throw comes into third. The tag out. That ends the inning, but 2 runs do score. So it's 2 runs on 1 hit, no errors, 1 runner left aboard. We move on to the bottom of the first. The Eagles with the lead, 2-0. Here's the third baseman, Nic Nicholson. Definitely wants to avoid hitting an easy bouncer here. A grounder in the infield should be an inning-ending double play. Runner on the go. Pitch misses. And safe. That's a stolen base. Not close. This team knows the catcher doesn't have an elite arm, so they're doing the smart thing to test it here. The pitcher has to help the catcher by varying timing, stepping off, and breaking the runner's rhythm. 1 out with a runner at second.
Hey, attaboy.
Fouled off left side.
Hey, get your pitch.
Gets a chase on that one. The pitcher has to see the hitter getting aggressive on the high stuff. Maybe throw one even higher and induce a chase. Here comes the 1-2 pitch.
That's a foul ball.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. 2 down. Nice job behind the dish.
Batting fourth, first baseman,
Nic Nicholson now at the plate.
Now batting
This is a
third
prime
baseman,
opportunity right
Nic
here.
Nicholson.
And a rocket down the line. And a base hit. 1 run comes in. Now the second run crosses the plate. In to score from first. And it's 4-2. Base is loaded, and he drives them all in. Great back control on that pitch. Got a pitch on the outside, let it travel deep into the zone, and ripped it the other way for the knock. Nobody out, runner in scoring position. Kohler digs in now.
Hey, big mama right here. We need you. Here we go.
Ground ball to third base. And there's 1 down. Now at the plate,
Batter number 2,
Reyes.
shortstop, Bruno Reyes.
Runner at second here and 1 away.
Hey, need you now. Your turn.
Rolls away a little bit.
Hey, let her rip. Let her rip.
And now the full count offering. Now a flare off the bat. It falls in. Coming around third. Here's the throw to the plate. It's off the mark and the runner scores. It's 5-2. Nice job to drive in the run. Reacted late to that inside pitch. It got pretty deep in the zone, but he was able to time it up just enough to punch it the other way. And we'll see if his speed becomes a factor now that he's on first. Now the left fielder, Kai
Give him a
Do.
chair.
The left fielder, number 24, Kai Do.
Hey, 4-1. Here we go.
Be patient. Hey, we got 1 here.
0-2, rocks and
Big guy, get
fires.
yourself right here. One,
Grounder
one, one.
left side, Nicholson. The throw is
He's
offline and the run comes in to score. It's 6-3. Now the third baseman, Nic
number
Nicholson.
24,
Drove
Nic
in 3
Nicholson.
the last time up. Chance to do some more damage here. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Farizel on the way over. Pulls it down, 2 gone now. Welcome back to the
Leading
state
things off,
championship from
third
Rush
baseman,
Peak Field.
Terrell
We're set for the top of the
Farizel.
6th inning. Up next, the switch-hitting third baseman, Terrell Farizel. Trying to bunt for a hit. Nicholson. And he beats it out. It's a bunt single to start the inning. That was a terrific defensive play. Quick reaction, quick hands, good throw, but not quite in time to get the out at first. A very well executed bunt to get the infield single. Man at first with 1 gone. And now the first
Now batting
baseman,
the first
Anthony
baseman,
Cologne.
Anthony Colon.
Two-two pitch. Ground ball left side, could be 2. To second, there's 1. And that's it. They're state champions. A perfect ending to an incredible season. Nicholson with a solid all-around performance on the biggest stage, helping lead his team to the ultimate prize. What a run for this team, all the way to the state title. This is a day they'll never forget. The young prospect proved he has the talent to continue his baseball journey well beyond the high school ranks.
There ain't no hiding from me, and you can run, but you won't get away. And you can run, but you won't get away, 'cause I always get what I want. I always get what I want. I always get what I want. Stand and fight or you're out of
All right, welcome back to Studio 3 here at MLB Network. It's Greg Amsinger and my guy, Harold Reynolds. Are you ready for the MLB Draft Combine?
I love it, man. This is going to be a lot of fun.
It's always so exciting. It's right around the corner. What can we expect from this year's event, Harold?
Well, the biggest thing, obviously, you got the top talent in the country coming here to the Combine. You got all 30 teams represented. You have scouts and executives who are making the decisions. I think the biggest thing overlooked is the time they spend talking with the players.
Right.
But obviously, you'll have the evaluations on the field, and we'll dive into that in a second.
It's not just a 24-hour event. This is a 4-day event held at Chase Field in Phoenix, Arizona. It really allows for those scouts, you just mentioned, to evaluate these players from both a traditional scouting perspective, let's call it the old eye test. We like the old eye test.
Yeah.
And with advanced tracking technologies and metrics, which are also very important.
Well, the metrics has really taken over, and teams are really using the metrics to be able to separate guys. Look, it doesn't matter what league you played in. You might have hit 500, but another guy played in another league, he hit 500, but you don't know how to evaluate those together. So the metrics come in to be a big part of that. So you're going to see the spin rates, the exit velocities, clearly the old school, how hard does somebody throw miles per hour. So those are the metrics that they will be going by and being able to measure guys.
And what about days 2 through 4? What's unique about that?
Well, the uniqueness of 2 through 4 are games where you get all this top talent and they play together on the same field at the same time. So I got a kid from Florida playing against a kid from Oregon, and you get a chance to really get the true evaluation in games. So days 2 through 4 are games.
Sounds fun.
Oh, it's awesome.
Should be another great MLB Draft Combine this year. We're looking forward to it, obviously. We can't wait to see who grabs our attention. We'll see you in Arizona.
The road to Major League Baseball dreams makes a stop here at the MLB Draft Combine, live from Chase Field in Phoenix, Arizona. With Jessica Mendoza, I'm Robert Flores. Jessica, we have a Prospect here, he just wrapped up his season. Now he gets a chance to perform in front of the pro scouts. What are you most looking forward to?
Well, first of all, how cool is it that he's able to showcase his skills on this stage at a major league park? Plus the athleticism to pick up the bat, show off your skills as a hitter, and then also grab a glove and be able to go out in the field. I really believe this is the biggest opportunity to prove that he can showcase at the pro level.
Now, you were a player that thrived under pressure. This is a pressure-packed environment. How does he block it out?
You know, he's going to have to embrace those nerves, embrace that pressure, all the eyeballs that are on him, especially as he goes from hitting to taking the field.
All right, let's go down on the field for more. This is where the scouts really start paying attention to what these prospects have in their arsenal, Jessica.
Robert, this is a huge opportunity, this young guy's career. I mean, scouts, realistically, they're looking for confidence in the batter's box. They also want to see balance, rhythm, timing of his swings. They're also looking to see his ability to hit the ball to different parts of the field.
Jessica, it's been a bit of a struggle so far for this young prospect.
Yeah, I feel like the biggest thing is he's trying to find that comfort zone in the box. He's got a lot of movement in his load. It's throwing off his timing. That's probably the biggest thing because he's trying to do too much.
And also that could be symptomatic of nerves. That could be in play here as well.
Robert, that's exactly it. It's a crucial showcase, and hopefully he can make some of those adjustments and bounce back strong. He'll get a chance to redeem himself with the fielding drills next.
We're on to infield play now with the third base position. The hot corner, if you will, Jess, and that is a term that I made up myself.
Brilliant, Robert, brilliant. Look, you got to have a little bit of everything over there, including an elite ability to react to a hard hit ball. It's all about anticipation.
And then when he makes that quick pick, he has to have an arm like a quarterback to get some zip on that long throw to first. That's more than 40 yards.
Look, a powerful and accurate arm is a must while playing third. When we think of range, oftentimes that's more of a lateral movement test, but scouts want a player that can get to any slow roller trickling down the line and make an off-balance throw.
Jessica, your thoughts on the round so far?
It's been impressive. I like the first step, quickness, body control. He's showing he can throw from different angles, glove work smooth, footwork quick, accurate throws, and scouts are really going to like this performance because he's showing he belongs at this level.
All right, back here with Jessica Mendoza. And Jessica, this young prospect just wrapped up day one, the hitting, the fielding. What did you think of his performance?
You know, the biggest thing is day one, he got the nerves out of the way. I mean, he was able to showcase as a hitter and as a fielder, and knowing his work ain't done yet, he's got some games coming up.
That's right. These prospects on day two, they're going to be going head-to-head. Until then, for Jessica Mendoza, I'm Robert Flores. Thanks for joining us at the MLB Draft Combine in Phoenix, Arizona.
Welcome to Game 1 of the MLB Draft Combine on the show, live from Chase Field in Arizona, home of the Diamondbacks. I'm Ben Gelman. After yesterday's drills, today is the first opportunity for these prospects to show what they can do in a live game situation. First pitch coming up next. Back here at Chase Field, here's the third baseman, Nic Nicholson. Nicholson competing here at the MLB Draft Combine, fresh off of winning a high school state championship. I'm sure that was an awesome experience for him. Perfectly executed backdoor slider, and that's such a tough pitch to hit. It takes a very patient approach from the hitter to stay back long enough to put the barrel on it. Fair ball! And here's the catcher, Robbie Crane. Go ahead, run it first. Nobody out. Bottom half of the second inning. Soft contact in the air. Hauls it in. One away. Stepping in, Tadahito Na. Runner at first, one away. Got him looking. And there are two down. So up next, Len Hurt. Fly ball, right field. Casillas. And that's that. They strand one. We'll move on to the third with no score. Joaquin Gonzalez will hit next. These tournament games are, of course, just a part of the larger picture here at the Combine. Drills and assessments measure each player's fitness, strength, agility, and on-field performance, as well as other skills. 1-2 now. On the ground to the left. There with plenty of time, inning over. No runs, one hit, no errors, and a runner left on base. Moving on now to the home half of the third inning. No score. Bases empty, one away. Nic Nicholson getting ready to hit. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Out in front and foul to the left side. 0-1 now. On the ground to short. Throws to first. 2 away. Back here in the desert, now it's the right fielder, number 20. Lays down a bunt. Scoops it up barehanded. And he beats it out. It's a bunt single to start the inning. I love the hustle he showed on that bunt single. Dropped it down the third base line and just focused on running through the bag at first. Next up, Nic Nicholson, 1 for 2. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. The pitch. That one fouled off. Runner at first, one away.
Ball.
Hit in the air, right field, Casillas. 2 down. Next to hit, Jason Salazar. Here's the 0-1 pitch. On the ground. To second, there's one. Double play, and that'll do it for the inning. One hit in the inning, but no one left aboard. 1-0. Now the third baseman, Nic Nicholson, 1 for 3. And a curve misses outside. You know he's looking for something to drive with a potential tying run over at first base. If he can put one in the gap, look out. Here's the 1-0 offering.
That's ball 2.
After those 2 pitches, it's clear he wants no piece of this batter. At the plate, he needs to stay patient and not chase something just to swing. Next one's fouled back. Left field. It's pretty far back. And that's the end of the inning. One left on base. Still behind, 1-0 the score. Two outs, runner on first base. And now it's going to be Christopher Guillen. Number 9 hitter here, trying to get on base, set the table for the top of the lineup, and give them a chance at staying alive in this one. Now a flare off the bat. Oh, gloves it. Gotta be a frustrating day. The team lost, and he had a game that he knows isn't up there with his best. He wasn't outright bad, but this wasn't his finest hour. Game 2 of the MLB Draft Combine on the show. I'm Ben Gelman. Another chance for these prospects to show what they're made of as we creep closer to draft day. First pitch is just around the corner. And next, the cleanup hitter, Robert Nakamura. One ball, one strike. Here's the pitch. Hard ground ball, base hit. Coming to the plate. Runner scores and they take the lead. Back here in the desert, second inning set to start. Here's the third baseman, Nic Nicholson. You may be wondering, just how does a player score a summons to the invitation-only draft combine? Well, eligible high school and college players are selected by a committee of MLB, USA Baseball, and MLB club scouting executives. One out. Back here at Chase Field, on to the next inning. At the plate, Nic Nicholson. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1-0.
In the air, out towards right center. Makes the grab, one away. And now, Nic Nicholson. While all of these prospects expect to be drafted, the personalized player report they receive, including evaluation data and tools for improvement, makes participation here a valuable experience no matter what happens in the future. After those two pitches, it's clear he wants no piece of this batter. At the plate, he needs to stay patient and not chase something just to swing. Here comes the 2-0 pitch.
Ball in.
He swings and fouls one off. Still just one out here in the inning. Fouls it off, and now 3-2. Battling here, fouls it away. Fights it off, we'll see another. Swing and a high fly ball, sailing towards left center field, pretty deep. Boom goes the dynamite. And they boost their lead. It's 5-1. They are feeling great right now. Already out in front. Then they add that homer. That's great hitting at the plate. With a splitter inside, you have to keep your hands so tight to your body if you're going to drive it like that. We're in the bottom of the 6th. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Jason Franklin. Drops it down the third baseline. Bare hand scoop. And that's a bunt single. That was placed perfectly. Almost a highlight reel play on the bare hand at third, but not in time to get the out. A for effort, though. Now the third baseman, Nic Nicholson. Runner at third with nobody out, and those outfielders will have to get their momentum going towards home if they want to keep that runner from scoring on a sac fly.
Nope, that's a ball.
In this spot, he's probably hunting something up in the zone that he can drive, but he should be careful. If the ball gets up and in on the hands, he's more likely to just hit a weak pop-up. The pitch.
Hey!
It gets away. He can't handle it behind the plate. And the runner stays put. Nobody out with a pair of runs scoring in the frame. Here in the top half of the 7th. This one is labeled. One hops off the wall, might be trouble here. Pulls into second, that's an RBI double. So up next, Len Hurt. On the ground. And there's one out. One out, runner at second base. Now at the plate, Tadahito Na. Swings and flares it. It falls in. Runner rounds third, on his way to the plate. Comes across to score. It's 10-1. Here's the third baseman, Nic Nicholson. RBI knocked the last time up, and now a chance to drive in another run. Clips the corner.
0-1's the
No
count.
outs and a runner on second. Swing, high fly ball to center field. Makes the catch. Runner tags at second. The relay to third. In there safely. The way he's swinging the bat in this one, that pitcher is lucky he didn't send that one to the next county. That was a hanger for sure. One gone, runner at first. And the next batter, Richard Parks. We're in the bottom of the 9th inning. One run in the inning so far. Grounded to third, could be two. One at second. Throw to first, but not in time. Man on at first. And now, Robert Nakamura. One-two offering. Madsen. On to first. Ball game. He was a difference maker for them in this one. Nice effort to contribute to the win. Welcome to Game 3 of the MLB Draft Combine. I'm Ben Gelman. One final opportunity before the draft for these prospects to show out in front of the scouts. We're just about ready to get started. Now the third baseman, Jason Handy. Hard ground ball, base hit. Coming around third. Runner scores, and they have the lead.
No, he's safe.
Not in time, he's safe. And it's second and third with nobody out. Back here at Chase Field, now Nic Nicholson. Nicholson clobbered a homer in his last game. Good job with that fastball low in the zone. It's most effective when you can spot it on the corners.
Ball.
Late swing fouled it off. That's the kind of pitch he likes to hammer a bit away so he can extend the arms. This time, though, he wasn't quite able to square it up. He hits a fly to center. One up, one down. One out, runner at second base. The batter now, Andres Davila. And here comes the 3-2 pitch. On the ground. Goes to first, safe, and there are runners at the corners now. Here's the third baseman, Nic Nicholson. That one fouled hard the other way. This one's crushed deep to left, way out of here. Home run. That's gotta feel good. And they lead it. It's 4-3. He can really bring the heat on his slider, but that one just turned into a cement mixer. He was ready to go at the plate, had his eyes in the right spot, and smashed it out. Nobody out, runner in scoring position. Nic Nicholson, the next to hit. Already a homer for him in this one. It must be so hard to concentrate on the game when you know this is your last chance to impress the scouts and decision makers who
Ball
control
one, no
your
strikes.
baseball destiny. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Just a hair behind on that fastball. He's got to get the swing going earlier. Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Line drive for a base hit. And here comes the runner. Relay throw home. And now the center fielder, Len Hurt. Two now. On the ground to third, Handy. Quickly to second for one. Double play, that is outstanding defense. Always love a double play, especially when it's as smooth as the one they just turned. Here in the desert, onto the top half of inning number 6. Now it's the second baseman, Alden Montez. Now a drag bunt third base side. And that's a bunt single. That was placed perfectly. Almost a highlight reel play on the bare hand at third, but not in time to get the out. A for effort, though. Two outs and a runner at first. Now the third baseman, Nic Nicholson. He's already gone yard in this game. Line drive, that's a base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. So up next, Len Pert. Oh, and 2 now. Now a flare off the bat. That's a base hit. Runner rounds third, on his way to the plate. Safe, it's 10-4. 2 outs and runners at first and second. Now the left fielder, Tadahito Na. The 0-1 offering. Hard hit left side. There with plenty of time. Inning over. So they get 3 runs on 4 hits. No errors, but 2 are left on base. 7th inning up next, 10-4. Runner at first with 1 gone. Alden Montez getting ready to hit. Two now. On the ground, could be 2. Can't come up with it.
He's safe.
Well, they're up by a bunch, and that error may turn out to be meaningless, but if they get complacent, it could let the other side back in this thing. One out and 2 on. Nic Nicholson will hit next. He's already homered in this ballgame. Swing and a miss. 0-1. After walking the last hitter, he just reached back for some extra velocity and pumped that fastball by for a strike. That's a good way to reset after giving up the free pass.
Ball 1.
Swing and a miss out in front of that. Great time to go to the slider.
1 ball,
he was
2
clearly
strikes.
sitting fastball, which made his swing just a hair too early. Now he's got to protect with 2 strikes. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. Here in the bottom half of the 8th. Struck out swinging. Slider ran away for strike 3 there. Andres Davila digs in now. Tyner is just 1 strike away. Laser to third, but handled well. That ends the inning. That concludes this year's MLB Draft Combine. It was a pleasure watching these young talents get a chance to showcase their skills and boost their draft stocks. I, for one, cannot wait to see what the future holds for these players and for our sport.
With the 16th pick in the second round, the Miami Marlins select Nic Nicholson, a third baseman from the International League.
Okay, so another pick off the board here in the early rounds of this draft, and another high school player who has had a lot of scouts watching him throughout the spring and summer. What do you take away from this pick, Harold? What do you think of this kid?
Well, he's really promising talent. A lot of folks did not project him, folks being the scouts, did not project him in the top echelon like the first round, but he's got crazy talent. This is a guy you take a chance on. And so that's what happened here. You're hoping that maybe he hits his stride in your organization.
Strong verbal commitment to one of the nation's best college baseball programs. Is signability an issue? Where do you think he ends up going?
Well, I think it's an issue because he's still in that developmental stage. So is it an issue? I think it's more of a what might happen. And I could see it going either way. Signing in pro ball, getting the right team that can develop you, or go to the right college program that's going to develop you and you get a chance to get those reps.
Well, that's a decision for another day. Right now, he's at his draft party, celebrating,
Yeah.
getting drafted. Congrats.
You